Surrey, make some fucking noise.
Hey yo, what up? It's N.W.B.T, Northwest Battle Talk. We are taking out the trash. I am your boy Rhythm. I've been stunting for a while. They say money can't buy happiness. It's true about a damn pretty smile. As always, I got my co-host with me to the right.
Kaiser fucking guy,
Woo.
King of the Dot Vancouver. To the left over there.
Sleepy motherfucking P. If you're podcasting, then I'm napping. Let's fucking go.
Alright, so we're gonna get right into it. Roasting season. We were all there. Some of us battled, some of us partook. What do you think? Off the bat.
I think overall, the event was a pretty good success.
Yeah.
It wasn't a huge monetary success, but we got some dope battles out of it. We had some good food, we had a good time, and it was pretty fire altogether, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Besides the monetary, which I can't comment on, the vibe itself was fire. We had fucking tons of people packed in that backyard. Lots of people were talking shit about that backyard scene.
They were talking shit about the backyard.
Yeah, they were.
Sure.
And I get it, man. Fucking who wants to go battle rap in a Surrey backyard, right? But it was alright, man. It really was. We had people bumping, music was playing, the DJ, whoever the fuck was doing that, was keeping it fresh all night.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe. And it was nice to be able to watch battles, smoking and drinking and fucking
doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
It's worrying about the event.
Yeah, it was really fire. The battles mostly turned out really. We had cancellations, of course, but
It ended up being 3 battles canceled at the end of it.
was it 3?
No, 2. No, 3, yeah. But we pulled out you
Me and
versus Fibs, which wasn't really a planned battle, but we still got 6 out of the 8 battles done, so.
Yeah.
6 battles on an event in a backyard's fine. That's all good.
It was good, man. And some battles really stood out, Little Q.
Of course,
Coming back, man.
Yeah, that was an amazing performance, and I think he's kind of found his niche with one-rounders.
One-rounders.
He knows I'm just gonna hammer the one-rounders because it works for him too.
I was crying, actual, not even an exaggeration. I had to take my fucking glasses off and wipe the tears away from my face because I was laughing so hard. He's fucking kicking the ground and shit. He looks like a little fucking Oompa Loompa, man. He's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
he's fire, man.
He has the most pure comedic value out of anybody in the whole fucking league, man. He's just to make you laugh without even trying so seamlessly, he's just fucking...
He doesn't even have to rhyme.
I know. He's just fucking hilarious.
And he knows it. He'll go on tangents and just not fucking rhyme a word, and you're right there with him the whole fucking time.
Because of charisma. He has more charisma than anybody. He's just...
Absolutely.
He's good. And then Mongers and Copacetic was a really good battle.
And it was great. The promo was fire. And the battle lived up to the promo.
Yeah,
that
which
was
sweet.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite Monger's performance in his last 3 or 4, I guess. Him and Renz, great battle. Renz took it though, judged. You and him, great battle, probably the best of 420 event. Yeah. And then him and Cope was definitely my favorite battle from that night, just back and forth.
And that's the thing, man. He just keeps putting out these classics, and you can't deny when you can say whatever you want about him, but you can't deny that he's dope because, like you said, just classic after classic.
And he went out to Manitoba and beat Johnny Knox,
which is fucking dope.
Yeah, arguably.
He tried. He almost does better. That particular battle, he didn't do better, but he almost does better on the road than he does at home sometimes.
Which is insane, because me and Steve were talking, my fucking road games are hard, man. Fuck, I got bad road fucking games, man. But they are. You don't know the crowd usually. And even if you know them on a little bit of a basis, cultures change really quick in battle.
Oh yeah, you're going in blindly 90% of the time unless you've been there multiple times.
Exactly, and so the crowd's not really with you. You don't know what's gonna hit. You're fucking usually staying in a weird ass hotel that's fucking shady as shit.
You got way more shit to worry about than a home game.
Yeah, exactly, man. And it plays with you for sure. So people who can come out of their town, we have smoked out cats who regularly come from the island, Creative and Kanako both often travel. Revron, the whole T3, that's fucking. It's even more, right? They're pushing that little bit of extra.
Yeah, I mean they're regulars with us now, so they've done. They got the crowd behind them, so that's all good. But when you're going into an actual place that you've never been, and somebody is a hometown guy from there that you're going against, then the crowd just wants to hate you. And that's the whole fucking part about how to win the battle is, like, the way I look at it is you gotta make that crowd think this guy is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yes, that's what I try to do always, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of a
it's even
battle
harder.
rap
It's
thing.
even
But, like,
harder to do.
But
out
I
of
mean,
town.
at home, it's like you might like be more free and like try some shit and joke around more. But like when you're on the road, you have to like just be straight attack and make the crowd
No, that's a good point.
get them on your side as well.
Yeah.
Can be done.
So what do you think's next? I mean, Cope obviously wants title shots, whether or not that's going to happen. What do you think's next for Mongas? He keeps putting out classics. He does well on the road.
I think he's almost at that situation where, like, who else does he battle in the league? Like,
And I don't talk to him regularly, but I feel just from some of the shit he posts and the shit I've heard him talk about, that he feels that way too. Like, what else do you do?
And he doesn't want the title.
No?
He doesn't want the title at all. Mongers he's a guy that loves the battle, but he always says he doesn't want to battle.
sounds like
Until it comes down until it
to
comes down to battle time, and then he's like...
I'd like to see him get more King of the Dot looks, man. Like, I don't...
Well, he's supposed to be, like...
Yeah, I think that's in the near future.
Oh, that'll be alright, man. Good for him. Good for him.
He's had one, but it was like 8 years ago, and he was like so bad
like,
back then.
Well, and like we're such a different culture and league than we were fucking.
That's what I mean. So like now he needs to come there and do what he does on King of the Dot. I think he'll do really good there now.
It's so much like having your own style now, and Mongers is one of those people that's so original. Like, as long as he hones in on what he does well, I think he'll be successful.
I was gonna say that he's like, no matter who he battles, like copacetic, like you would think like, oh, maybe he's gonna try to like outright copacetic or something because that's what Cope's good at, but instead he just came with his normal fucking
some heaters,
kind of street, kind of punchline, kind of like just
weird
styling on him.
Yeah, you just can't describe it.
Yeah, but I mean, like he didn't change his shit up. You know, he just stayed true to himself and did good in the battle. So that's what I always try to do too.
So like overall successes of the event, you guys would be feeling pretty positive about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. I think it was like, with like a backyard event, you kind of go into it with like a lower expectation than a venue. Like, no offense, it was a great event, but I was pulling up not expecting much. I was like, okay, I'm gonna rap in front of 20 people in a backyard.
100%.
Dude, there's like over 50 people in my battle. I was like shitting myself low key. I was like, fuck, this is way more people. I'm gonna have to be way louder. Like, there's way more people here than I thought there was gonna be, which is my fault being just new to the game, right?
We were telling people that there was going to be like at least 50, 60 people there, but nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, every promoter's like, no, man, it's going to be all right. We're going to be fucking 100 people there, man. Hey, look at the venue. It's going to be great. But no, would you do it again? As you kind of like run the business thing, would you do the business-wise again, and would you go to an event?
Yes,
would
definitely.
you battle at an event?
At that location, I'd definitely do it again.
100%, I'm right there with you.
I would do a roasting season there again. I would never do another event. Roasting season, it's barbecue, we're outside, that's the whole point of the event, and I would do that again for sure.
Yeah.
We should try to do it on Mike's birthday again, because that's even more fire.
Yeah.
Because he was having so much fun that day.
He was having a blast, man. It was good.
Lots of people were. There was only one guy that was kind of just causing like a little bit of a disturbance.
During your battle.
Yeah, most people were respectful as hell. It was pretty good.
Dude, he pulled me aside and talked to me for 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy who was being disrespectful?
Yeah. Just because I had a camera in my hand and he's like, works on a film set. And he
I heard him
like camera
talking
game to me for 30 plus minutes. And I was just like, fuck man, I don't want to it is what it is, right? Yeah, you're right. The one guy in the venue though is not having a good time.
And I mean, you could put 60 people, I think somebody just said, you put 60 people around with a bunch of drinks and smoke in the air. It's fucking
that's what I mean. We have a pretty good like
ratio.
one guy acting up a little bit. We told him to shut up and he's all good. Like that's pretty good for 60 people drunk in a backyard, I think.
Yeah. Surrey now, shit.
So yes, in conclusion, let's do that shit again.
Yeah.
Definitely roasting season should be out there for sure. Here at Roasting Season 4, I'm with Coke. It's your boy Rhythm, hashtag Money Smile.
Let's go, Rhythm.
Aesthetic doesn't need any introduction, of course. Matt, right into it. You just had the battle with Mongoose.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Shouts out to him.
Hey, shouts out to him. What did you think right off the bat?
It's great. I'm a fan of Mongers. I've been a fan of Mongers for a while. And the guy, very solid human being. Man, he was on some shit tonight. He just, bars I've never heard, of caliber of which I've never heard from him. So he really stepped it up.
He seems to be doing that consistently every battle.
It's dope. Like, for real, like, the guy just produces classics. So I'm very grateful to be a part of it. Yeah, it smoked up.
So what did you think of, you talked a lot of shit about the title shot.
I definitely did.
Anybody who's looking, you got to watch the second round especially. So you're serious about this? You want 100%, you want the Coke for the title?
You know, whatever. Like, you know, if there's nobody else, you know, like, I'm just saying I'm available. I'm just saying I'm available. If you want me, I'm just here. I will kill everybody you put in front of me. That's how it is. Anybody you want it. Fucking Johnny Knox, fucking Craig Maben, anybody getting in my way, you're gonna die. But yeah, you know, like whatever. If you're free.
He's got time. Let's
go.
So we got a lot of shit going on in the Northwest right now.
True.
Specifically, what I want to talk about is the Northwest event, the merger.
Oh yeah, cool.
So like, walk me through the decision behind that, where that all came from.
Without getting too complicated, I know that the future of our division, the future of the Northwest, is going to be about building together, bringing together everybody who has that battle rap event knowledge in the community, and working to empower our artists and give opportunities to artists and help scout and develop new talent and really grow the division. And I feel like we're all our own individual things. You know, shouts out to BVB in Kelowna, shouts out to all the divisions, Smoked Out and 4MCs, ByMCs, Northwest, Sky Tier. Like, everybody is working together to a common goal, and that's to bring our talent to the level that people can fucking, I don't know, really fucking take us seriously.
So that leads me into the next thing. In the Northwest specifically, who's got your eye? Who do you want to battle, and who's keeping you entertained?
Right now, we just need more people. I think that's the thing, is we've got so much talent, and we need to put them in front of new crowds, different crowds. We need to experiment with how we're bringing people out to these events. We had so much fun tonight. I swear to God, you know, you sell like, you probably made a bunch of fans today who will come to the next event. Exactly. So like, if we can reach different crowds in different areas, I feel like we can really grow together, and then we'll have, you know, a real like unified discourse where, you know, somebody blows up and has a great debut in 4MCs, then everybody in Alberta knows it. Like, it's like we're connected like that, then we can move so much easier, to benefit our talent. Getting Pathogenic out from Alberta last time, I had no idea what to expect, and the guy fucking murdered it. He made a ton of fans out of it. Yeah, a ton of fans. Everybody good at talking. So it's like, and it shows, you know, you take an opportunity, you do really well, man, that's the future right there.
So a guy like Pat, who's new at it, coming from Alberta, maybe not really a place that's popping too much with the battle scene. Like, we're fucking spoiled here.
Not yet, but I envision the Northwest to encapsulate Alberta eventually.
Okay, that's fine.
We're the West. That's fucking.
So what advice do you have for these up-and-comers to try and capitalize on what they've got?
Watch battles. Watch battles. Understand your writing's got to be good, but more than that, your conviction. I'm going to talk. I struggle with a lot of battles. It's deep. You're gonna do a lot of learning. Don't take it lightly. But man, just watch battles, study them, understand performances a lot. The best advice. The best writers are of varying levels of success in battle rap. The best performers are all top tier. So get your performance down. Have fun. That's the other thing too. Really just enjoy the time you have battling, because it's a rush, and freaking the community's amazing.
There's a lot of love here, man. A lot of love. Guys, thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. Check out
West all day.
Copacetic versus Mongers, Smoked Out Roasting Season 4. The Smoked Out Battles PC edition. I'm here
with my boy Little Q. How the fuck are you, buddy?
Oh man, we had a good night tonight. We got some burgers. Ate too much, threw them up.
You threw?
Oh yeah, we fought, man.
Oh man, and you still battle?
Four burgers, one hot dog. Still got up and did my thing. Fucking 2, 3 no shows.
I don't know, a bunch. Yeah, 3 because the JV style.
No shows tonight. I fucking pulled a hammy. Fucking this guy's grandma the other night.
All right, so you're battling Gobi. How did it go? What did you think?
Oh, fucking was awesome, man. I was just trying to be as funny as I could. I was gonna let. This was okay. Going into the battle, he's new. His last couple battles were he's into the one-rounders. So I was thinking of just doing jokes. I was gonna let him kind of diss me and do personals. He really didn't come that strong tonight, though. But
he didn't feel like that. I felt like he was doing all right.
He did all right, but I don't think he came as personal as I thought he was going to.
You're a character and you have a lot to be talked about. So yeah, it's pretty easy to go at you in that personal direction.
Yeah, I was just trying to be as funny as I could, and it fucking worked out, man. I was fucking loving the crowd reaction.
Legit tears. I had to take off my glasses and fucking wipe my eyes, man. It was hilarious.
Lil Q versus Gobi won, man. Fucking watch it when he drops it. You though, your opponent didn't show up.
No. Fucking, but don't worry about that, man. Let's talk about fucking your shit right now.
My shit is good.
So
it's fucking great.
You did the one-rounder.
I get drunk, I get high, I get on stage, talk about my dick, gay people.
And that's a Little Q battle in a nutshell.
Fucking rights, man. You fucking haven't seen me live, you're missing out, man. Smoked out battles, roasting season 4. We out this bitch.
Yeah, man, we just finished off the night, roasting season 4. Fuck, man, I'm just howling recently. Okay, so, we've been talking about a secret battle. Somebody's been roasting the secret battle, talking mad trash about it. And we just fucking had it, probably the best kept secret in Vancouver battle rap recently. These two boys. What's going on? We got DP and G-Show.
Yo.
So, how did this happen? You are retired.
Yeah.
So, walk me through it. Who approached you?
I approached him actually. I was thinking about it because I was like, I wouldn't mind battling maybe just one more time. Because I had, after, I was doing battles almost every month. So
you were consistent.
Thinking of bars was just a natural thing. And I think my brain activity didn't stop after I stepped away. And I had so much. It's hey, I could just use this against someone. It's
Fire.
These are amazing generic state bars.
Throwaways on me.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Stuff that I should have said to Chrome, but no, I was really impressed with what I wrote, and this guy I really wanted to give him sort of spotlight. I know I'm not famous, but with my level of influence, this guy needs a bigger name. He needs a bigger platform.
Well, a couple of docs recently.
Especially that. And that really screwed him over because those two battles were big platforms.
Yeah.
He got shot in the foot by Dale Denton.
G-Show, you were actually talking that you felt that took a lot of momentum away from you, those two ducks.
Yeah, I mean, because ideally I would have had 2 extra GZs by now. So you do one in Toronto, which is a big look versus battling in front of Gully and Garrick and all out there. So not being able to do that I felt kind of set me back a little bit. Of course, That's when we set this up, actually before the second no-show.
Oh, so this has been going for a while now.
Yeah, we set this up before Heart to Heart.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So.
And so, on the real, you've been one of the best promoters of the card. Everybody thought you were just trolling, but you were actually just killing it, so props to that. So walk me through the writing process. Was this any different before? Because you guys are kind of homies.
Decent from this,
basically it was just an overflow of the,
Yeah, but G-Show, what did you, did anything different?
I wasn't done talking yet.
Don't cut him off.
For myself, it was nice because it was I actually had time to just chill, and it wasn't my earlier battles where it's just battle after battle, you're just constantly writing. My brain just got tired. I lost motivation to do it. So I set up a couple months ago. So I had 3-4 months to just kind of chill and get refreshed. And I was able to think up some really good material. And you'll notice in this battle, my performance is probably the best it's been in years. years. So, like, minus the stumble, it was just a StevieP stumble.
Yeah, I don't know. The battle was so good that like I almost forgot about the stumble right afterwards, man. To be honest, so like on those kind of things, it doesn't matter when the battle's so high key, right? So.
Yeah. So like I was just really having fun with it. Like, there's reasons I'm not pursuing battle rap the way I am anymore, but like this was a great opportunity for just to have fun. Nothing on the line, just a back and forth with someone I've been a fan of since he's stepped on the scene, essentially. So like it was nice. Like it was just nice, just to, like have no pressure or nothing, and just be yourself and just move off with everyone and stuff like that. So
is that something you could see going down later, like just maybe a battle a year, kind of keep into the game, kind of thing, keep your mind refreshed?
Yeah, maybe. I think like if I was to get a battle again, and I'm probably gonna chill on it for at least 6 months, but like kind of give some like
baby.
6 year, yeah. I would like to battle some up-and-comers.
Okay.
Give people show them promises and stuff like that, and just something.
It's Jackie R. stops ducking.
Yeah, Jackie R. been ducking. No, the real reason is Mike can't afford him. Like he's, it's just way above the smoked out budget right now. Yeah, the smoked out budget is $5. You know what?
Well, we have to keep full sending at the fuller.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Especially with the Canadian dollar the way it is right now.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, and especially like what Pac-Man's been up to.
Pac-Man would just donate $6.50 out of every $40. We can afford the 60 right now.
You know how many Slurpees we could buy with that?
So being part of staff, do you feel like that's affected your writing? Like, is there more stress to what's going on? Do you feel that has all
Not
impacted
really.
you?
This is like probably like the least stress I've been about a battle.
Okay.
It's like I knew that it's just gonna be for fun, especially considering the setting. It's more of a relaxed environment.
Word.
Barbecue, just chilling with people in the backyard out here.
Yeah, it's been a really good scene. Like to be honest, didn't expect it to be so popular. A lot of people, really good vibes. The music's been good. It's been great. Where are you guys going next? I know we just talked about you with maybe a year from now, but like, G-Show, what's next for you?
I don't know if I can say on cam. It's when you're releasing this.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Okay, so
but I do have something lined up.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited for it.
Right on, man.
Should be announced in hopefully a couple weeks.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Is there anything you want to say just before we wrap it up?
I battled on URL.
You know what rhymes with fuck it time?
Fuck it time.
A crazy battle rap weekend coming up in 2 weeks in the Northwest with 3 events in
2 days.
I want to say 3 different provinces, but one of them's a state, so there's
but they're the close.
Yeah, 2 provinces and a state.
That's actually pretty fucking crazy considering.
Yeah.
But and they're fucking
far enough away where they don't affect
they
each
don't
other too
affect
much.
each other, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fire. So the first one, BVB Elevate, which is on the 23rd. Fuck yeah, BVB. Who we all think.
Oh, that one's a Friday, eh?
Friday,
yeah.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird day, but I know JDK did everything in his power to make it the Saturday, but the Saturday didn't work. He still wanted to hold out.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you just roll with it.
Kelowna's
he was really
be fire on a Friday anyway.
Kelowna's always fire, and like there's such a good vibe out there that a Friday event I don't think is gonna affect them at all.
No, especially late night. It's like starts at 9.
Yeah.
So they'll be
fucking.
And I guess we're on the new venues, like the 3rd floor of the club, so we're hopefully 2 floors away from whatever's going downstairs. So
Okay. That's all right.
So both of you guys are battling on the cards. So who are you battling?
Dr. Graham.
And how much of a piece of shit is he?
No, seems like a cool guy.
Oh, shut up. Who are you battling? Look past over you.
I can't do that. He actually seems like a cool guy.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, Letterman seems like a stand-up fucking fellow, but to be honest, he can go fucking right to hell, man. No, man, like he's fucking. Shit. We were talking before the shit, man. He's funny. Funny's dangerous. Funny can beat good at any moment, but I can be fucking funny too, man. So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be good. I'm expecting a lot of high charisma from him, and I don't think he knows what to expect from me because I've really switched up my styles recently, and not a lot of that has hit the fucking footage yet. So.
And he hasn't been at any events, so.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I don't know. I was saying to you guys, I haven't been able to find a fucking battle from the guy since when Busy was in BVB, and I don't even know how long fucking ago that was.
At least 3-4 years.
Yeah,
was
so
well?
and like I know he's been keeping up in the fucking battlegrounds, but I don't know fucking much of them. until they get their audio fixed.
I was at GDK's house one night and I watched a random Battlegrounds video, and there's this kid in there who stole Jaws' style, like exactly.
Really?
Yeah, he was just rapping exactly.
Wasn't
how
Jaws originally from
yeah,
there?
exactly. And he's like, I think like, in their league, like he's made it the furthest out of anyone who's ever battled on Battlegrounds, to my understanding. Especially
Jaws started on Battlegrounds?
Yeah,
is that where he started?
Yeah, like his first 5 were like 7 years ago on Battlegrounds, and one of them he's in like a sling in high school. He's like, I'm pretty sure he ripped the kid in a sling.
Yeah, like I knew he started out there, but I didn't know it was in Battlegrounds itself. Like I thought it would have been a different league or something, but that's fire.
It's a little off topic, but yeah, it's funny. Battlegrounds is kind of like we were saying before. It's hard to like watch that.
Yeah, man. So like anybody who's thinking of starting a league or any way, fucking deal with it. You gotta level out your shit, man, because there's nothing worse than a fucking host you can't hear and a crowd you have to turn down.
Yeah.
So
you shouldn't be changing volume during the battle. No, at all. As someone who had this battles, you should never have to change the.
Yeah, fucking listen to the
battle.
man. Listen to the man. So yeah, so we got you, we got me, we've got Sully versus Kid Savage.
Yeah.
Who Stevie battled on the last BBB.
Yeah. Kid's really getting that
I
push.
murdered him. Fuck you, Kid Savage.
That was a great. Did you battle you battled 7 days before, right?
That one?
At Warehouse, and then you battled Kid Savage.
Oh
next
yeah.
week.
Yeah,
but
you
battled Coleslaw in a 1-rounder, right?
Yeah, but that was just like I wrote the battle in one day and then memorized it and then just went back to the Kid Savage shit after it. So it didn't really like. You
took a brief pause.
It didn't really like affect the Kid Savage stuff. Even though I was memorizing the Kid Savage bars outside of the fucking venue, it was
I remember that, man. I was like still pretty new, but like I pulled up and I just see you all the way down to the alley running your bars. And I come out like an hour later, you're still all the way down the alley.
Rhythm will tell you, man. When I got in Kelowna, I did not know my bars, and it was like 4 hours before the event, and I could not spit them for him.
Which is some bullshit, because Shine was the exact same way, and I had my fucking bars down packed, and I'm the one who choked that event. And I fucking, oh man. It was,
I forgot that.
Yeah, well, thankfully, fuck, that's the fucking good thing.
Thankfully.
Right? You shine enough and people forget that you do bad shit. That's fucking...
Because you're only as good as your last performance, and you did good last time, don't worry.
Exactly. But,
and that was your first battle back too, right? Little Corey?
Little Corey, yeah, that was my first battle back. And it was like, it was a weird battle, man, fucking, just everything fell apart right as it was all happening, and fucking, yeah, it was fucked up. And the stage was weird, man. So it was cool that we had your battle down in the pit, man, because fucking really elevated those.
Yeah, I told him I'm not battling on that stage.
Did you?
Like, that's brutal. We need to do a pit, man.
And I was gonna ask him. I wanted to have a couple of people behind me on stage and have him have the T3 guys.
You should have packed as many people on stage as possible.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And
even Surreal and Kairos, I think it was. I think even that had like an awkward feel to it because the whole crowd was down. Like, I feed off the energy of the crowd. I don't want to be on a stage. I want to have everybody around me, and I want to be fucking immersed in energy.
No, I totally get that, because something I tell people about battle rap, they're like, yo, why do you like let people talk shit to you? I'm like, okay, well, I get to talk shit back. And for that 3.5 minutes that I'm talking shit, if I'm on fire, man, if I'm cooking, nothing is better. And it's the crowd's around you, they're patting you on the fucking back, like, you are the man. You don't want to be elevated.
Shirts and shit.
Yeah, like, that,
You want to be elevated like BBB Elevate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Northwest King of the Dot in, where is it? In Olympia?
It's in Olympia, yeah. So it's like 4 MCs and King of the Dot kind of like hooked up. And so now King of the Dot Van City, at least the way they've been saying it, is no longer King of the Dot Van City. It's King of the Dot Northwest. That's like the biggest
they're gonna have events there, events here,
bringing our people and everybody who can cross. Like, they want to start bleeding those.
That's the thing. If you can cross, that's like the main idea of it, is get you battles out of town, because like you guys were talking before, if you can't perform out of town, then like you're just gonna be a hometown hero your whole career.
Yeah. I can battle anywhere in Canada. You put me in the fucking States and I'm horrible. I don't know why.
Dude, no,
they just don't like mom vagina jokes. They don't want to hear them.
I've been to 3-4 MCs events.
Yeah.
And, what hits down there is completely different from what hits up
Yeah.
here, and it's fire because like I got to see guys like Ronnie there, and like I've seen EK
Yeah.
perform down there, and they do well because they're good in front of any crowd. But people coming from like, cause Cope went down there, and he's a good performer. He's had out of town plays.
Yeah.
He's battled on World Dom 7, and his whole not his whole first round I should say, but there's points where his stuff was so fire, only me and G Show were going crazy for it, and
Yeah.
the rest of the venue was silent.
Really?
They
It
just
was
don't
so
fuck
awkward,
with
man.
Canadian-
So do you
yeah.
feel like they're like not caught up? Like
No, it's just like they're expecting something else. They're like, what the fuck is this guy talking
Well, I
about?
think
right
that
now?
they're
Talking about how
maybe
you wanna kill
ahead.
him.
oh, okay.
We're still talking about fucking people's girlfriends and shit, and they're like,
Well, not even like I feel like Cope's a good enough writer to. Like,
Yeah.
It's just
He-
not like Canada battle rap is different from what's going on in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
States.
different cultures.
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure. And that's
Especially in
what,
Washington, it's like everyone knows each other,
It's like,
and like it's like all the local rappers, battle rappers, and the same people go to every shows, and they're like,
yeah.
it's a real community down there.
I went to Thunder Bay and battled Real Deal. I've never been to Thunder Bay in my life. I got off a plane, battled Real Deal, performed amazing.
Okay,
I fucking drive down to Seattle and battle Demon, and I fucking have to freestyle 3/4 of the battle. It's like, I don't know what it is.
I definitely want to get a fucking plate down there. I've been talking to
Yeah, you got a passport, right?
yeah, I got just recently got
Fire.
my passport. And I was talking to the Forum C's guys, and this new league who I was like kind of following out of Idaho. They were talking
Treasure
that
Valley.
Treasure Valley.
Oh,
Those guys are fire.
yeah, I
They're
just heard
fucking-
about it.
They're
They
cool
remind
guys.
me so much of when Smoked Out started, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've got that community building, they've got their little fan page that has tons of activity.
Yeah.
They're roasting each other, like they're a funny
Nice.
little community to be
Yeah.
a part of, man. And I don't know how deep they're, like a year and a half or something like
Yeah,
that.
so
Max.
back in December, I saw that guy Dizzle who helps run that league. He battled Big Port
Yeah.
on Forum Series. That was the first event I went to, and I hit up Cope and I was like, "Yo, we gotta get this guy Dizzle out here." And I think someone reached out and he said back that he runs the league in Idaho, and if we want to go down there and get out of town battles and
Okay.
shit, we can go down there. So
That's
that
fine.
connection's been there for a little bit, but he's been working with Colin and Kelly a shit ton. So
That's what
hopefully
he
we
was
can
saying.
tie that in too, because Idaho's not too far from Vancouver.
No, not at all. Like it's
How
fucking,
far is it?
I think it's 5-6 hours.
So Olympia is pretty much like, what was Olympia, 4?
Yeah, it depends on the border
5.
though. Like the border,
Yeah.
I've taken 3 hours at the border to get down there. I've taken like 10.
But
minutes
once
at
you
the
get
border.
through the border, like it's
Yeah, it's 3
past
hours- 3
Seattle,
hours
3
driving.
hours
Yeah,
down,
3
yeah.
hours
So
driving,
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
like a 4-hour drive. So yeah, 6 hours. That'd be That's kind of a far drive though, 6
yeah,
hours.
well, fuck, people are coming from fucking Manitoba to come battle in Vancouver. and
Yeah.
shit.
Driving though?
No.
Some people have, man.
Yeah.
Look at fucking Comp, man. You fucking, how many times
It's
was he on a
it's
fucking
bus.
Greyhound?
It's a buzz.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I have to
I would.
take this for a minute.
Oh, that's fine. Just put it down.
I would so rather drive than take a fucking bus, especially if I'm rolling with somebody.
Oh,
like,
for
yo,
sure.
your turn to drive, man. Like,
Yeah, you would get here about 4 days faster. 'Cause it takes like 7 days on a bus to go from Scotia to here. It's crazy.
no shit.
That sucks, man.
And it's like if you drove it straight in a car, you could do it in like 60 hours.
Yeah, that's
Well,
insane.
So it's like, I did it.
So we got a little off topic there, but the Northwest guys.
Oh yeah.
We got
Yeah.
Was it Patron and Young Cannon?
Patron and Young Cannon.
Yeah.
Fire.
Which is fucking dope, man. Those guys have fucking been cooking for a
Both
while.
of those guys are crazy. That one's a hard one to call. Who's gonna be the winner of that one?
I think Cannon definitely has like the bigger stage experience. And
Definitely.
It's really on Patron to like.
But I
kind
mean,
of step up
Patron's
to-
been traveling all around and slaying
That's
shit
true,
too. He's been doing good. Like I don't know, like, but it's gonna be
Yeah, he like destroyed Ronnie when I was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he.
yeah. And then he just cooked that other guy, not just last weekend, I think. On Battle of the Zay,
Yaku.
wasn't it?
No, it was Yaku and it was a Sky Tier. Or
Oh, it was the
a-
Sky Tier, yeah, Sky Tier, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
so
came-
that's a
actually, that
home
came
one
out
for him, I
yesterday,
guess. Yeah.
So yeah, no man, it'll be good, and I'm sad I gotta miss it because I really wanted to be at this event, but then BB ended up being the day before, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely not driving from Kelowna to Olympia in one day.
No.
Yeah.
And like BBB Elevate's got the kind of like the roasting season vibe the next day, right? They got
Yeah, we're
that
kicking
vibe.
it all day on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I wish I could go to BBB and support fucking you guys, but I can't.
Another battle note, you're trash by the way.
Yeah.
Another battle note is what the fucking make sure I got it. Benji Reckless and Vocab.
Yeah.
Vocab, a
Yeah,
crowd
we gotta-
favorite all over the Northwest.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
anybody's fucking.
I
been
call
around.
him the N.W.B.T champ.
Yeah, he is, man. That's for sure.
I don't know if you guys saw. He posted on Facebook last week that he found rounds for Manic from Grind Time.
Yeah,
in 2011.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 years into his battling career.
Oh
at that
man,
point.
me and him battled
Yeah,
in
2011.
2000. No, was it 2011?
I
The
think
footage
so.
came out in 2011.
Oh,
We
okay.
actually battled in 2009.
Oh,
They
fuck.
weren't going to release the footage whatsoever, and vocab fought for the footage to come out, and like I think it took a year and a half for them to drop it.
Jeez.
Like it was well, the event was actually probably the worst event that ever happened in the Northwest.
Oh shit.
Where was it?
Well, it was at where was it downtown?
It was in
Pub
Vancouver,
360 or something.
But it was a Grind Time event.
No, the one where me and vocab battled.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
in Vancouver, and there was a venue change at some point, and only about like 10 people were there, including me and vocab and the camera guy and Manic, and like there was nobody there because I don't know if the venue change didn't get released or not fast enough.
Before Facebook was.
Yeah, well. It's like 2008. Not many people had Facebook back then.
No, I'm
It's
saying
like
like how easy it is to promote
yeah,
events only on Facebook
yeah.
these days compared to back then.
So so the footage was pretty trash, and I actually did horrible in the battle. But I can't watch
No
anything
surprise.
like pre-2015 of mine, or else I'm just like, holy shit, I'm trash.
I can't watch fucking 3 battles ago. I'm fucking.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I don't know.
I found it hard to watch my first one.
Yeah,
It's
fucking.
it is
But
what it is,
you've
right?
had 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a newbie.
Well, that's it. Like, so you progress so fast in those first like.
You're
4
gonna
or 5
watch these battles in like 5 years, and you're gonna be like, holy fuck, that was
Probably
the
gonna
worst
get
shit I've
taken
ever
down,
seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But-
me and my debut was on PY against Shine 9. And
That was
when
your
you,
debut?
Yeah, when you look up a Rhythm versus Shine 9 battle, that sounds kind of fire. Holy fuck, it's trash. It's the worst fucking thing. Like, it's so bad. Honestly, I say this all the time. It's so bad that if it happened on PY right now, it wouldn't be released. And that that is a huge testament to how far the scene came in like 5 or 6 years. Like,
Was that when Sparko was running events?
he just started running events to the point like I hit Emotions up to get on that event, and he's like, I'm not the guy. Like, this is fucking. You want to talk to this guy?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like everything was. We were falling apart, man. We really fucking were, and we've come so far, man. It's
Yeah.
cool. Like in 6 years, the fucking scene's developed. We've had Thesaurus out here. We've had Cheddar Cheese out here. All of them saying
that's
it's
amazing.
dope. Sketch Menace has fucking been here.
Yeah,
Like
one
hyping
thing
us
about
up.
our events here is everybody loves them. But we should probably get back to Benji Reckless versus vocab right now.
Yeah.
So we're going through fucking
History.
yeah, we're going through little side stories here, but we got to get back to the main trail here, and
Okay, so Vocab, Benji Reckless.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
I think that vocab's probably gonna win pretty fucking handedly. I don't know. I think Benji's decent, but I just don't think he's at the comfort level of vocab in King of the Dot in his hometown.
Yeah, that's the
Ready
thing. He
to
does,
fucking-
I don't think he's battled in Washington in a minute.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Like since Sky Tier, I think he did one of the first Sky Tier events or something, didn't he?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That was before my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sky Tier's not that long ago. They used to be before Sky Tier they were part of
it was A-Hat, right?
It was
yeah,
the
A-Hat, Washington, yeah.
That whole fiasco deal.
You know. Yeah, they were doing some numbers though. A-Hat Washington, like that N.W.B.T guy or whatever on there, he was getting like fucking 100K views and shit on a battle. Like he was
that the guy who
cooking.
came to battle Candor?
Yeah, and he didn't do very good, and he didn't
No,
do
he
very
didn't.
good numbers. But like down there, he was fucking living the dream.
No, I think Benji's like done away plates though. So
Yeah.
he's used to battling out of town, and his material like and the way he performs goes over well. Like
It does,
Did you
yeah.
guys see his like whole like poop bar round to that guy?
No.
No.
And AZ, he
No.
spit a whole round. Of, like,
I've watched like a couple clips of Benji, and that's it. Like,
Oh yeah, no, he has this like
it's
whole
not
round
too-
how his opponent's girl like took a shit and stunk out the venue.
Oh
So
yeah,
the whole, the
yeah.
whole round's about, and it's fucking amazing.
Alright.
So I feel like you could come with one of those because like
Yeah.
he is pretty original and like pretty good at taking a certain angle and riding with it.
So do you think that he could win?
I think it's closer than
You think it's
Someone
gonna
that
be
you
like
think
a
so.
3-2 decision either way kind of thing?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like with vocab, he has such a unique style that like if you either like it or you don't really like it.
Yeah, I mean.
That's 100% true with vocab. Like
you have to be a battlehead to appreciate it.
You have to be a battlehead, kind of, but I feel like his last couple battles, and like he's only taking battles now that he really wants to do, and he really wants to write. So it's like, whereas back before he might have done like fucking 8 battles a year, now he's doing 2-3 battles a year, and he's picking and choosing them. So he should be pretty fucking ready to go. So we'll see.
Well, I'll be the tiebreaker here. I'm a call vocab, just because I think again the fact that he's always around for fucking ever and consistently putting out material, to me that's like an X factor. How the fuck are you, like, even you still, it boggles my mind how you guys have been around still putting out like original fucking material all the time. Like,
yeah, I don't know how original my material is, but
it's fucking terrible.
There's a list of songs somewhere.
You can actually count Stevie's original material.
Yeah.
So New Wave 5 is that same day.
Yeah.
All the way in fucking
Medicine Hat, Alberta, baby.
Which, if you like, when fucking Smoked Out announced that they were putting a fucking chapter in Med Hat, I legit laughed.
We didn't think it was all gonna be love from Alberta.
We didn't think it was gonna be love from Alberta, brother.
But
like,
it was.
Well, they fucking really thrived. They have. You gotta give them that. Like, they fucking thrived in a. We didn't give them a lot of shit. So to see them popping off is pretty dope.
Yeah, they have lots of guys that only battle there.
Yeah.
Like it's like similar to what we have. We draw from such a greater region. They're like.
Yeah.
I guess they do too, but they have a monopoly in Alberta.
Yeah.
They are
the only brand
the biggest
there.
division / league in Alberta.
Yeah.
They're not in Calgary or Edmonton like that.
And
but
Medicine Hat.
They draw guys. From
Medicine
Calgary.
Hat is only 2 hours from Calgary, so I mean that's drivable.
Yeah.
That's like going from here to Hope or whatever. But Edmonton, like I think that's like a 4-hour drive, and people come from Edmonton to go there. So like Jay Fuller and shit. He's from Edmonton, wise guy.
Jake's wise guy.
The thing about New Wave 5 is the headliners is Path, Agenic, and Kid Franklin.
Day one, baby.
Day one. Those motherfuckers just started.
Yeah, they're both very much in their first like year. Maybe Kid Franklin has a year and a half into this shit. I mean, when I had a year and a half into this shit, I don't even think I fucking knew how to fucking write anything. Like, I don't know. It was like, these guys are pretty good for their time in the sport.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'm fucking 5-6 years deep, and I'm only now co-headlining and stuff, finding where I want to be, and these guys seem to have just walked right into it. Like,
I'm gonna say we paved the way for them and made it easier for them, so fuck them.
Well, there you go.
It was harder for us.
It was.
It's true, yeah, because those guys have like obviously watched battle rap. Same with myself, like you said, Stevie. Like people who watch battle rap, like it's a lot easier to understand how to deal with a crowd.
Yup.
Yeah, I mean, and that just makes sense, right? Be a part of the culture, watch the culture. It's just.
I think I went to like 8 or 9 events before I ever battled.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I feel like that's a lot. I don't know. But
that is a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of
that's a good. Like especially if you like had the thought in your mind the whole time that you probably were gonna try it out. Like if you enjoyed it and you were like, I'm gonna try this, but you went to like 8 or 9 events before you actually tried. Was that the get-go?
Like you thought you were gonna do it and you were like,
I was like trying to do it back in high school. Funny story. When I was 16, I hit up D Hayes.
No
shit. Can I come out to a Smoked Out event? He's like, yeah, like, and he sent me the flyer, and I was like, oh, 19 plus, is that for everyone? He's like, yeah.
What?
At
the Peacock? It was all ages.
It was all ages.
Oh.
Where the fuck was D.A.'s holding an event?
Was it? I don't know. I remember asking, was it?
It said 19 plus bar. That's all it ever said. That means like you can't hit the bar unless you're 19. Like
they used to give us these arm passes.
That was probably just me being an idiot. Like 16-year-old.
Yeah, you're like 16. You're like, oh, it's at a bar.
I was like writing little like whatever it was.
Little blurbs.
2013 like punchlines. Just in my phone.
That's fire.
Yeah,
and
then
so fire.
Kind of put it away for a little bit, and then I got into it last year, and then 8-9 events, first battle.
That's crazy, man. Like, I had been watching King of the Dot for a fucking long time.
But you never went?
No, well, I went to like 1 or 2 of the events out here when Emotions was hosting them.
Yeah.
But then I got into battling because of some life shit, and I wanted to vent, and so I just hopped right into the fucking scene. And I suffered for it, like, for sure, like you said, like, I fucking didn't know the culture, I didn't know the nuances, I didn't know fucking anything I was doing. I was walking in blind. I thought because I could make good music, I would be a good battle rapper. Right?
You were hippity bibbity bobbity
Hibbity bobbity,
That's
yeah.
what everyone thinks, I think.
Yeah, and no matter how many times we tell them, they fucking...
I was watching like Jump Off and fucking shit where they're freestyling and shit over beats, and then I'm like,
You freestyled over beats for battle, did you
no,
not?
I did.
no.
Never.
As
Okay.
soon as it changed to written, that's when I came in. The Elements League in Scotia was in 2006.
Not on beat.
No, they were the
That's
first.
early.
They were the first
That's
written
really
acapella, first written
Oh, I did not
acapella
know
battle league ever.
I did not know
And
that.
it was in
Crazy.
Scotia. No, it was 2007 because I was living in BC 2007, and I was watching it from here, and I wished I was still in Scotia so I could fucking battle. 2008 came along, and King of the Dot Vancouver fucking started.
Like King of the Dot Vancouver started really quickly after the King of the Dot started. Like,
Yeah.
That was
This
like
King of
that was Sunreal was hosting back
Yeah,
then.
Sunreal
right?
hosted one, and
Manic.
Manic was the one who got me involved.
I seen like Manic hosting like Mercury's and Young Hungry.
Yeah, Hercules and Young
in
Hungry.
the
yeah.
high school gym or whatever it
Yeah.
was. That's a Van City classic right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Manic is the one who gave me my shot in this fucking shit, and I still thank him to this day for that shit because I had no fucking nothing to show for anything. He just had to go off like, this guy wants to battle, let's fucking let him battle.
Yeah,
Like,
it was on your word.
yeah, there was no.
There was no fucking precursor to any of that
Yeah,
shit.
there was no footage, there was no nothing, and yeah.
But
jumped in.
we are totally off topic.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
You gotta take
Okay,
your own
but
trash
this
at this point.
actually goes well because these kids came into it with all this fucking information and just walked into their characters.
Which is
Like-
good. It's like anything. You study your fucking craft and you're gonna do fucking good at it, right? So they fucking are doing it, and there's some people that are lazy that don't really do it. They're like, oh fuck it, I'm just out to have fun. That's all good. These kids seem like they're out to fucking be good.
Go out farther than
battlers.
just have fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're out to prove something.
That's like a
So-
big thing I always talk about is like, I guess it's a downfall in my opinion, but like a lot of people don't take it that seriously. So it's just like we have a lot of talent that's just kind of, I feel like, stuck in a revolving door and they don't want to do more.
Yeah.
So it's just like take the same battles and you almost battle everyone at that point.
Yeah.
So it's good. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, dog. On
That's all
camera
right.
too. That was stealthy.
Cat like reflex.
That was amazing. No, what I'm saying is like, it's nice to see two kids, like I guess I'm one as well, that come in and want to like push for it
Yeah.
and do more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
just
yeah.
battle locally, you know?
Well,
Be
'cause
able to do a
we-
little bit.
A
Yeah.
scene
It adds
in-
so much to it. Like it makes people want to get behind you so much more.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like to the scene, it's a huge benefit. Like a scene will never grow if it's just a fucking
Facts.
locally internalized.
And that's the problem
right?
we've had recently. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to get like book battles until right before or like too late. That makes it comfortable.
Yeah.
It's fucking,
It's also the fact that there's a lot of events happening, like 3 events happening in one weekend. You need to
Yeah.
fill all those events with battlers, and there's only so many battlers. But whatever. Either way, New Wave 5, these kids are going to do good. And who do you think's going to win?
path.
And who do you think's going to win?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Cause like they're both loud, both aggressive. I feel like Path has better bars though, and he's coming off the win with Shine, right?
Like arguably performance of day one. First
No.
battle of the day. I guess
No.
you're right. No, you're right.
Not even close
No,
to
but he did.
performance.
No. I was so surprised though. That adds something.
I
to
think
it,
he's
man.
pretty good, but I don't think he's. I think he's just more of. I think Kid Franklin has more. More like
More in
originality than Path has. Path is
Yeah,
like
that's
he's
fair.
doing like those bars that are like everybody's like those are fire bars, but he has no fucking character. Where Kid Franklin is just like the fucking
That's true.
class clown, rip on you, fucking just having a good time in there.
Well, that ties into what you were saying before, and what I guess we're gonna talk about later. But like, what's more popular now, and like
Yeah.
witty shit coming back, you know? And, like,
Yeah.
Not just straight like 4 fucking syllables.
Yeah, like
Bring
I'm
them off.
saying, and also like people are trying to make like double meanings for well, like triple and quadruple entendres for shit that it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just to
yeah,
say
you
it.
wrote the craziest bar I've ever heard in my life, but you didn't diss your opponent whatsoever.
What does it mean?
Yeah, it's like, who cares? Like, I don't care that you can do that. I want to hear you shit on this guy and fucking win the rap battle.
See, and like, I don't know, I like when people do that stuff, but not all the time, like, because you do need that, like, competitive edge to it, or else what are we, like, we're just trying to be the best
rapper?
Fucking
Yeah,
poet.
that's
right?
Put on
Like,
a fucking beat and let us rap. Me and you both make rap music, you know? That's
well, that's just it. So when people come on the scene, they're like, I'm just trying to, like, do flows and do this, and it's like, but, like, you can do that on beat, dog.
Yeah, that's what we do. This is a cappella. The whole point of this shit is you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's
like,
no restraints to a beat, no nothing. This is just go. So anyways, I think that Franklin's gonna fucking win.
Okay, so.
Okay, well, I'm going with Path based on his win on King of the Dot, which I feel is going to boost his morale and give him that leading edge.
Yeah, and that's like, because Franklin got ducked on that event, which I think takes away from, like, no one's seen him in BC recently.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not a BC battle, but just from our perspective. But I do think Path's PY performance was better than Franklin's 5-round performance.
Do
That's why I'm giving.
You think it was better than?
I was surprised to see Franklin, but I was like, because that was a 30 right there. And
but that's the thing, like, is it because Franklin, like, didn't have a fucking great opponent, like, comparatively, whereas Shine kind of kept pace, right? So it's a better battle versus a
I guess it's comparing the opponents at that point.
Right?
That's a tough one.
It's hard to say, but I still think Franklin's gonna win. I've seen Franklin live twice, right up front, up close, and he's been fucking, like, I was up close for Path, and I wasn't as impressed. But he's still really good.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, there's so much potential there.
Yeah,
like, both those guys can.
It's kind of like a preference thing, right?
Facts.
I don't fucking really like crazy bars. I want to fucking hear about your mother's vagina. So let's fucking hear about it. Jesus Christ.
Talk about it. Talk about it, boys. Let's go. The thing to note, though, is because they're so new, at any moment their whole persona could change, or shift, or add, or they could really add their elements, and nobody would, you know.
Well, they actually haven't even figured out really, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was saying, they walked into their character, but they've got so much more to build.
You're just getting into a character, and you don't have a character whatsoever yet.
Yeah.
It's like, and I've always told everybody, if you want to be branded and flown places and money spent on you to battle, you need to have a character, and you need to have shit like, look at every, like, famous battle rapper. They have catchphrases, they have merchandise, they have fucking shit that people, like, remember them by, and fucking that's what builds your character and shit. So you gotta just do that, and neither of those guys have really yet, but they're both super skilled at battling, so once they do, then it's gonna be like next level
and that's
shit.
Almost the key for longevity too, is having that brand behind
like
you.
DP and G Show are two, like, good fucking examples and smoked out of guys that, like, are building their brand good and, like,
building connections.
Yeah, connections and, like,
talking to other leagues and shit like that.
You know, and even in their battles, they have, like, their characters and their catchphrases and shit that people know and stuff. Like, even G Show, you know, he's like the show's getting started and shit. Like, that's shit that's like.
That's 100% my beef with the colonies, man. You guys
talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys have such talent, and you're all boring as shit, man.
They're the mem masters,
The mem masters, but no, for real, like.
Our chat names are hilarious in the fucking Smoked Out group. We got Blasphemem.
That's fun.
And fucking Mem Nitty. And fucking Benjamin Button.
Nice. You're all. Some of you are very talented.
It's all love from BC, brother.
You really need to build a character. That's your next step. That's what I fucking.
I think Craig Maben kind of has begun doing that, and that's probably why he's champ, right?
Without doing anything.
Well, he's just
too,
himself, but he's a character anyways, right? He's Barbecue Maben. He's fucking.
I think that's what they really need to develop out there next. They've got the skill. Let's see the charisma now.
Well, I think that just comes with, like, getting out of town. Because, like, I guess it's from our perspective.
Being
We want to see them.
right?
We want to see them more too, though.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, they're good battlers. Like, we want to have people out here perform. It's hard to form an opinion when you're not seeing everyone.
Oh,
100%, right?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, especially like where I don't watch any battles that are live.
It's true, man. It takes away when you're at every event watching shit on.
It's hard, man. I tell people like, cause I used to get this vibe. Like I specifically remember Disaster versus DNA. Fucking, you know Steve-O. I went to Steve-O's house. I hadn't watched the battle. I'm like, well, I fucking got something to show you.
Yeah.
I sat down. I'm like fucking tripping. Like I'm like watching a WWE
crazy.
shit, man. I'm hype like I am now. We watched an hour-long battle. Like, oh my god.
You guys were into it.
Yeah.
I used to fast forward Disaster's half his rounds because he would rap for like 18 minutes at a time, man.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But I was right there, and.
But the first time I did watch it all the way through like that, though.
But then you see a live battle, and nothing can compare after that.
Yeah.
Especially when that's what the norm for you is.
I'll watch fucking Little G versus Coleslaw and enjoy that shit more than Disaster versus DNA on video if I'm live and in the moment. You know?
And if
like,
everybody's
That's
joking
why,
and
like,
laughing.
Jackyard Justified, like.
So much fun.
But you had to be there.
Yeah.
We're having fun at their expense, but I mean, it's hilarious and we love it.
That's the thing. You go to perform, and that's the reaction you get. Like it's a performance art, right? Like that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, 100%. Fucking. And
Shout
like,
out to
I don't know.
fucking
But you have to be there.
You had to be there because you can't even explain it. Like, not in the fucking least. But that's just it. When everybody's around you, joking and laughing and fucking like, you can watch the PPVs like and pay-per-views and all that shit with a bunch of people and it's fucking still dope. But I find it's hard to watch battles and be focused. And I know some people, polar opposite, man. They throw on their headphones and they're fucking in the zone. And that's
I can do that.
Headphones. I mean, headphones would probably help because you'd be more locked in and like. But yeah, I mean, all my friends whose battles drop, I watch their battles. If I wasn't there live, I'll watch their fucking battle because they're my friends and I'm fucking want to watch them and support them. But if you're just somebody I don't know, I got like 3 people. Like if Ilmac, Big K, or Pat Stay drop a battle, I usually watch those 3.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, if you're not my friend, you're probably not getting your shit watched. I'm sorry.
See, that's how it was for me for a long time, and I've been pretty open about that. But ever since I started like really getting back into battles, I'm like really actually searching for battles now and a lot.
Yeah.
But, like it doesn't compare. Like it's dope, and I'm really getting back into enjoying it and shit like that. And I mean, like that's how I found that Treasure Valley. Cause I'm like, what the fuck? What am I not knowing about, right?
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It isn't. And so if you've only watched shit on the camera, man, fucking, you
Get
gotta
out there.
go to an event.
That's why I want to see people talking shit on Facebook. I'm like, have you ever been to an event?
Yeah.
Because that changes your whole perspective.
Everybody who comes to a battle rap event loves that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody, people you would never like think would fucking be
Like,
into
how many
that shit.
non-battle rap fans are at roasting season? A good amount.
Oh, there was probably half the fucking people there were
Like
not
30
battle
people.
rap.
And they were having a fucking time with it.
Yeah.
And they really enjoyed it. Yeah. Said they would come back and shit like that. Like it's, it's just about getting people out. Really.
That's kind of the good thing about having an event like that, where you're outdoors and you're having a barbecue and you're offering free food and stuff. It's
more
like
accessible.
it's getting more people might come and check out the battles, and now we might have, even if 5 of those 30 people come to the next event, now we got 5 more people that come to the events because they love that shit, right?
Yeah,
so fucking whatever. So yeah, we have a fucking main event from day 2 though, right? Who the fuck is it?
Renz and Johnny Knox.
Oh yeah, Renz and Johnny Knox. Well, I gotta go with the hometown favorite, Renz, with
too.
that. But Johnny Knox is dope, and he's been stepping it up, and he's been doing really good. He's been kind of like the mongers of the fucking
colonies.
East, the
Yeah.
colonies.
And he's like developing character. Like you
Yeah,
said,
he is. Yeah.
He's working on that aspect. So
Yeah, that's a good point. He does stand out like that. Like, there's a little bit behind his name.
For a long time, I didn't pay attention at all to the colonies, which is why I started referring to you as colonies. But he was somebody I always knew about because he was always talking shit. He was always fucking popping off and that's what you want, man. You want people who don't know much about battle rap to know you.
And he doesn't take it super serious. He's on
That's
there
key.
talking shit, and he's having fun, but he's like, he's not catching feelings when somebody else says something back to him and shit, you know? And that's a big part of, like, building the character, too, is another thing. Is, like, you can't threaten to kill somebody every time somebody says something. Like, if you went through the YouTube comments on, like, my battles back in the day, you'd want to kill everybody in the YouTube section, because everybody hates it. Like,
People
you
are so
can't,
tough online.
people talk shit, and it's like, whatever, you're putting your art out there to be seen by
Judged.
people,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, whatever. even if you know the person, like if me and you are online and I know you in person, if like I still might say, oh, that fucking performance was shit and I hate you, but you can't take it like you're gonna come stab me now.
Oh, no.
It's just like whatever. I'm talking shit and having fun and joking around with you, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's good at that stuff, and he's good at performing, and he's battled some pretty big people actually.
Yeah, like I would rank him easily in the top of the colonies.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
like he's probably the next to Craig Maben. He's probably like the number one fucking
He
guy out
battles a
there
lot.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I will say about him is he battles a lot, and his views are lacking because of that. Where I
I don't
think
think
if
he promos at all though.
well, probably not, but still, if you like, I feel like if he only took the right battles instead of taking every battle, it would be
Yeah.
a little bit better on him. But yeah, and Ryan Renz is somebody who has fucked up last time he was out there
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a number one contenders match
No, in the title.
In the
match.
title.
or in the title match, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's hungry. I was
back
talking to him about
for
roasting
a
season.
vengeance, I guess.
Yeah.
because he got ducked in June, so
Yeah.
fucking the day of, like he got to the venue and found out he wasn't
Yeah,
battling.
that's
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah. And I can tell you that shit sucks.
Yeah.
It fucking does, man. Well, you fucking practice and you do all that shit and you're hyped up for it and fucking just for buddy to walk away.
I was only ever no-showed once out of 50 battles.
By who?
And it was D. Hayes set it up, and it was me against some guy from fucking Toronto. I can't even remember his name right now. It's a weird fucking name. Can't remember it. But anyways, like I'm not even like convinced that D. Hayes even like last battle. And like I did like my classic fucking wait till the last week to write my battle, and then he hit me up like after I was like 3/4 of a round in, and he's like, yeah, but he's not coming, and I was like, sweet, I'll just stop writing right now, I don't even care.
Fucking EB ducked me twice.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
in the
that.
first year I started battling.
So yeah,
You should got ducked twice.
we had our talk about New Wave, so we could actually talk about right now about like no shows, and a lot of people have been no showing lately in our whole region. I mean, Washington always had a problem with no shows.
Really?
Yeah, they had a lot of shows where a lot of people no showed on their shows, but we used to have a pretty fucking tight community of people that didn't no show, and now it's been like
ALA.
yeah.
Started it all.
Oh, man.
The original.
Well, yeah. Well, I can't even say that because EB ducked me twice.
Way
Fucking-
before
Yeah,
that.
but that
That's
was
probably
like-
unheard of back then.
But that's
too.
it. That was like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was bad. People were making bars about it. It was so like uncommon, right? And then it hadn't happened to me again until Knucklehead recently. But yeah, it's fucking, it is getting bad.
Yeah,
So
it's
what do
a
you think?
lot.
Why?
I think my personal opinion is that there is so many events and there's so many opportunities for everybody that they know that they could technically no show here or cancel the battle, like not no show, because no showing is when you don't show up and you ghost everybody.
Yeah.
Canceling the battle is a different thing, but it still sucks if it's like within like 48 hours of the event and shit. Like that's when the most heavy promo time is and stuff. So it's like if you can't give like at least a few days notice, then it's a pretty shitty move either way. But yeah, I think that there's so many events and there's so many fucking opportunities. There's so many leagues and like that people will just no show. So like what they did in Washington a while ago was they made like a group of leagues that were all in this like
Oh, they call it the
coalition
union
or something. Yeah, it's like a union of like the battler like union. So if somebody no shows, then no place will book them for this amount of time or whatever. I don't think that should happen. I just think there should be less events because honestly, less events is not going to be a bad thing in the long run, no matter what. You don't need a battle dropping on a channel every 2 days. It doesn't give any time for the battle to fucking like linger on the channel. There's constantly a new battle putting up, so there's constantly new buzz going towards that one for like 200 views, and there's another one. It's like there should be like a week between every battle.
Well, when I first started watching King of the Dot, it was every Monday. So every
Yeah.
Monday I'd fucking get off school, rip home, and just watch whatever the new King of the Dot battle was.
Yeah.
So we gotta, like, obviously you don't want battles pushed back too far from when they're filmed, but you also have to, like you said, give it breathing room, so space it out. So yeah, once a week for the whole year is amazing. That's 52 battles.
52
released,
battles.
Is not bad.
That's what I mean, and then there's gonna be grow host battles.
That's the thing.
There's gonna be
We
PY
need to
battles.
we need to separate it even more, I think.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask that. Do you think we need
I
to
think
separate into
at
a
this
third?
Point, at this point, I think, like, if we want to take ourselves more seriously, because the Smoked Out channel with the most subscribers has to be the best we have to offer.
Yeah, that's what I think as well too. We've been really trying to like tighten it and make it like where only good battles get on there.
Well, yeah, like I've heard people say like the only way it's supposed to make a main stage battle in Smoked Out is if that was the only battle somebody saw of your division. Would you be happy with that?
Exactly.
That's
That's how it should be.
That's 100% not fucking happening.
Well,
No.
there's also so
Like-
many styles too.
Yeah.
Though. Like it's
But
one person.
it should be a clean back and forth battle that has replay value. It should like it doesn't really need to be like it doesn't need to be like the most amazing battle in the world, but it needs to be at least like a good battle.
Yeah, without
Like,
a bunch of stumbles and chokes.
I don't like the standard where it's like, oh, like this person choked, but this person did amazing, so we should put it on there because this person
Yeah.
did amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
That's a
it's-
G-Show and LMS on Grow House.
yeah, that's the
That-
reason why it went there,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And
dude,
like Mike versus Revron should have been on Grow Host too, and me versus Poe Rich should have been on Grow Host. Like
Yeah.
those are all battles that should have been on Grow Host, but they weren't.
Well, even like me and Bulldog both got our rounds up, but I didn't expect to go main channel regardless, right? Like,
Yeah, but
like,
then
even
it's
if you
like,
have 10 battles, you still should have to hit a standard.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
I
should.
think passes get given out a little bit to guys that have been around for a little longer.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
they
naming
do.
names,
They
but-
do give, yeah, a little bit like that. Like, but I mean, you're 2 battles into your shit, right? So right now, for like you to do a grow host battle, it's not really a big deal for
No,
you.
not at all.
You're like, whatever. I did a grow host battle. It's all good. It's better than no battle. But for some guy that's been on the main page for
Yo, I totally don't want to do it.
4 years.
Not at all, man.
Yeah, like,
I'm
they,
going
like,
on it with
they
Fibs,
don't
but
really
that's a
want to
fucked
go
up battle,
back to the grow host,
But it's
but
on you to have a good performance.
Well,
It
It's
is.
on you to
that.
take battles
You
that
don't-
are going to make a good battle.
It
to take
is.
opponents.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get to say like I don't want to go to Grow House, but that doesn't mean because I fucking choked, I'm gonna say.
Well, I just hate when it's like you take a battle and then you're like, oh, I don't think the guy's good, so I'm not going to try.
Oh,
That shouldn't go, like, just like,
yeah.
like that's a clear
I like-
indication, like, that battle should not be promoted on, but in any scenario on any main channel because.
Yeah, and I don't even respect that shit, man. I fucking hate people who are like, oh, I took this battle, but like, dude sucks and he's trash. It's like, why would you take the battle, man? Like,
Well, if it affects your preparation, then yeah, there's.
like I don't know.
Why'd you take the battle? Because they're paying you to do the battle.
Well, that's
Okay, but a
different
lot of us-
situation,
That's the
but-
A lot of us aren't, maybe for you, but in Smoked Out, man, a lot of them aren't getting paid.
No.
Like, what the fuck are they taking the battle for just to complain about how they didn't like the battle? Like, fucking Knucklehead, all he fucking did was complain about how he wasn't fucking booked. He wasn't stoked for the battle. He didn't like it. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, why say yes then, dog? Like, if you're just gonna publicly be like, oh, I'm not
If
even gonna
he's
try it. I'm not
okay,
gonna do
if
this.
that stuff's getting under your skin, then he's probably winning because that's probably his angle that he's taking to be
That's a
like,
different
oh,
story
like
if you show up
whatever,
and do the
right?
battle.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
then
then
he
he
no
didn't
show
show
up.
up.
So
Yeah.
like, what was
Yeah.
it? That was why I was like, that's why I didn't take his story for fucking granted
Yeah.
at face value because it's like, man, you spent a month talking
Yeah,
shit
He
that
did.
that you weren't
He
prepped.
was
And-
talking some shit.
But that's what I'm saying. People do that. They take battles that they fucking have no business. Like they don't plan on actually going through with it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking up the game. It's too
Well,
many
yeah,
people
that's
getting too many chances.
That's the thing, right? And it's like, Mike used to always do like the band thing, right? And Jesse does the band thing, and I'm all good with them doing that shit. But if I'm setting up the battles, I'm not banning you. I'm just not booking you. You won't
Yeah, it
hear
should- I
about
don't think it
any
should be a
band.
thing made public.
Yeah, you won't hear about any band. You won't hear about anything. I'm just gonna be like, that guy fucked me last time, so he's not getting booked.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's an agreement
that's
between
how-
artist and
Yeah.
manager at that point, right?
It's like, I don't need to
Yeah.
publicly tell anybody about anything, and if King of the Dot wants to book them, go ahead. If BVV wants to book them, go ahead. But if I'm doing it, then they're not getting booked. And then maybe when I feel like it, I'm like, oh, maybe they learned their lesson. I'll try again. If they fuck me again, then it'll be double the amount of time.
Double down.
Alright, so battlers and music. There's a stigma. We all know it.
We all know it.
Battlers can't make music. Duh. But that's not actually true. There are some guys that make some fucking dope music. The big
locally
names,
especially.
locally especially. One of those guys we're going to talk about this week is Kairos, who started in the BVB, I believe.
Yeah.
And he's been everywhere though. He's
also one of those guys that battled to promote music, which
Yeah.
I've always respected.
That's
It's not
how
a lot
I
of people
started,
do.
man.
That's how everyone started.
Yeah,
Like
that's
back then,
it's like that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's dope. His video is called A Little Too Much or Too Much?
Too much. Song's called Too Much.
Yeah.
the
But
meme is-
everybody's memeing just a
Yeah.
little too much.
It's good.
Yeah.
He's good, man. He's got a new wave style, and he does
Yeah.
it well.
Yeah.
Which
that video's fire too.
But video is fire.
Yeah, I know he's been consistently putting out some good stuff for a while now, and he's starting to get some good opportunities because of it. So it's good.
I would say of the local guys, like in the BC area, he's got the most marketable music out right now.
He's also the most active.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah, but we won't talk about other people. We're gonna play a clip of the video for you guys and give you a link to peep the whole thing, and yeah,
check them out.
Check them out. Battle rappers make dope music. Some of them.
Sometimes I take on a little too much. Busy streets, it feels like a rush. Spending all my time just to make a few bucks. So lost in the work, I forgot about love. All my effort don't feel like enough. Am I ever gonna feel like enough? It's all just a little too much. It's all just a little too much. Sometimes I need a break too. A break from the world before it breaks you down. Single moment can make you, but if you caught up in a wave, it can make you drown. Always said the work would never faze me. If I was drowning right now, would you be the one to save me? Whoa, these four white walls got me going crazy. One of them is all just in that like they was Patrick Swayze, bro. You don't know what it feels.
We were talking earlier about like how people need to get out, branch out and brand, and some of our guys have been really good at that. Most notable and recently, G-Show on Mass.
The boy show.
Okay.
Fuck.
Also, hasn't G-Show only been battling for like 2 years?
Not long at all, yeah.
Yeah, I think like 2 years, and he's probably like one of the best in fucking Canada right now. Like close to it, like.
Yeah, he just walked onto the scene.
Dude, in the last like 10 months, he's like gone out of town 3 times.
Has it really been that much?
Yeah, he went to New York in December.
Yeah.
Toronto in April. He got ducked though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is his 3rd out of town plate this year, and this is arguably the biggest one. Mass is
Mass
by
is
far the biggest.
Mass is probably one of the biggest battle rap events that happen ever.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gonna be like known as a legendary fucking event series for sure, like Grizzlemania or fucking like Battle of the Bay or fucking Blackout, you know. Blackout's probably like my favorite. I like that. That's a cool idea that they have going with that shit.
So who is G-Show going up against?
CJA.
CJA?
CJA, I believe, yeah.
Does anybody know anything about
No, I don't
he's-
know who he is.
What I know is he's from New York, but he got his name in Boston, I think. Don't quote me on this, but 413, which is like the Boston
413 Battle League,
413 Battle League, like E. Farrell got him.
Alright, so we don't know much about him besides he's trash and fuck him.
Yeah, he's going against the show.
The show's gonna go. I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah, the 3-0 show.
He's
3-0
live
show.
too. Like at roasting season, he was so much more confident, like battling DP and like in the 1-rounder. It was like so much. Oh, it was sick to see that.
He's one of those guys who continuously progresses. Like he could have plateaued and just not put in that effort. But he wants to go farther.
He got to a point and then he started traveling.
Yeah.
To like push himself even more.
Exactly.
That's exactly how you have to do it.
Word. So congrats to G-Show, man. That's fucking dope.
Good luck, Obi.
That's one of the biggest looks that smoked out fucking and the dot band guy has ever fucking got, really. There's been some big ones too with like DDSS and Pigsty and those guys from like Vancouver, but
But that's kind of a different
This is like
generation.
new era shit.
Yeah, he's like the one.
He is the one.
He's
So,
the fucking one.
all right. So mass being this big, massive card.
Yeah.
Organic just recently. I want to just say I would never normally talk about somebody's pockets like this, but this was made public, so I feel like we fucking can address it. Organic just recently posted that he took a 70K, somewhere around there, 70K loss last year hosting these mega
Three events. You had like a
Lost money on
23,000,
three
a
events.
17,000, and a 30,000 or
Yeah,
something.
and like, and he, in the open letter, he highlighted how one thing going wrong just collapsed to the next thing, and then suddenly it was all spiraling out of control.
Dude, it's like what's happened to us, but on such a greater scale, where he's losing thousands of dollars. Like, we lose a battle, it's like, fuck, there's one less battle on that card.
Yeah,
He loses
yeah.
a battle, it's like, how many people are not going to buy that pay-per-view now?
Well,
Because
yeah.
their favorite battler is not on it anymore.
And money he might have already invested in.
Oh,
that.
100%. You
Yeah.
the battle rap, you have to spend money before you make any.
Yeah, especially guys that have that following, like Ice, Head Ice and shit. Like when he cancels the battle, like that
The
guy
day
has
before.
like a whole following of people. Like in Harlem or wherever he's fucking from, there might be 5,000 people that would buy the pay-per-view just for that guy battling.
No question.
Yeah.
So then his battle gets canceled, and now you're thinking like, oh, 5,000 times fucking $30.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. And that's one person can like make or break your event at that point
Yeah.
where you make money.
And when you're putting $50,000 into an event,
Minimum.
it's
That's like-
fucking that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane to think that last year, King of the Dot, which we all kind of take for granted, very closely came to just not being anymore.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, what would we have done, Vancouver? You know, King of the Dot, Vancouver, and fucking the rest of the country.
Well, luckily we have smoked out, right?
Yeah.
So I think we would have been fine, but there would have been a lot of battlers without homes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, King of the Dot, even Vancouver, like shutting, like I don't know, would King of the Dot Vancouver have to shut its doors if
Well,
King
I
of the
mean,
Dot Toronto did?
They
It
could
costs
survive.
it costs nothing for Organic to keep the channel alive. It costs Organic a lot of money to throw an event.
Yeah.
So I mean, technically, King of the Dot Vancouver could still go and just run off the channel and whatever. But I mean,
That would decrease the value.
I'm pretty
so
sure
much.
I'm pretty
And
sure
the
like
split.
we've seen over fucking 11 years of battle rap with King of the Dot. Shout out to that. But I'm pretty sure we've seen with that Organic knows how to get himself out of these situations and make money. So I'm pretty sure the reason why the main card on Mass is only 6 battles is because he's downsizing and he's starting trying to figure out a way to make it like if 2 less battles, it costs $5,000 each one of those battles. That's $10,000 less that on the thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like
So I
if you can
think
cut
he-
costs, man.
Oh yeah, and that's like less time you need to book the venue too.
Yeah,
Which is,
and
like,
shit,
at that point
like,
he's
yeah.
booking huge fucking venues.
Yeah, so it's like he's gonna figure it out, I'm sure, and he's gonna work his way out of it.
So, but it brings a point like, do we need these mega events, or like, do you think it's worth it?
I think it depends on what they're trying to do, and I think at this point they're turning away from it. They're trying to develop talent locally and then help use that to build the channel back up. Where if you're trying to like compete with someone like URL, there's absolutely no point because they have such a large talent pool that like they throw mega events and it doesn't compare on any scale.
Well,
Not
they
to, like,
have.
put URL
They're the only people that haven't felt the effects of the views really go down in
because
their
they got
battles.
away from YouTube like
Yeah,
just recently, but yeah, still,
they got
like,
their own app now, which helps because they were probably feeling the same effects as everybody else, right?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, and the
and when there's this
demonetization,
like,
sure.
even with like me when I was at the level of flying around and getting paid to battle, I would like think about the cost of that flight, my performance fee, the hotel, and I would think, man, like 50 people gotta come through the store just to see me, just to cover this shit.
Yeah.
So like these, and that's on a small scale. Like I'm getting paid fucking pennies to fucking rap. These people are dropping like fucking
thousands.
yeah. Like I don't
Easily.
like know exact numbers for like people, but like these are big fucking. They're getting paid a lot of money to fucking battle, and the events cost a lot of money. So like I think that just like getting back to having 2 fucking main events, 2 ground zeros, 2 PYs or something, or 3 ground zeros, 3 PYs
Word.
on one event.
Something kind of like what like a mega Vancouver card looks like.
You know, yeah, exactly. Like that would be like, I think if they continued to do those more often, and then chose like the one event, like they got World Domination, they got Blackout, they got Massacre, they got like all these ones that are mega events, and no time for smaller ones. They're like, oh, we do ground zero events here, but the ground zero events get 80 people at the fucking door, just like a smoked out or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not that huge of a fucking events, so it's like, why not mesh them together and have a happy medium where you can still make a little bit of fucking money. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think that's like the lane we were trying to go with the level up, like get Jaws bumped up to main page and then give like 2 guys, RJ and Creative, pretty good looks at that point in their career.
Yeah.
And then give a bunch of guys who hadn't been on ground zero or PY in a little while, like Sully came back at that time.
Yeah.
G battled Ryan, who hadn't battled on King of the Dawn since G show.
Yeah.
AJ's like breakout performance, you could say, on King of the Dot against Billy, like it kind of worked out in that sense. So I think if we're able to like increase the scale of that and just get more people, bigger shots, and it all comes down to people if they do well, right? But
Yeah.
that's kind of where we want to, or I want to go with that at least, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Level up's a cool concept.
We definitely don't do like the scale that they do of
not
mega
at all.
events, and like I think it's a good thing that we don't, honestly. But yeah, it's still even hard to make money.
Well, dude.
Any battle rap promoter will tell you it's hard to make money at throwing battle rap events.
So like, I don't know, man. It's dedication for sure. It speaks to somebody's fucking dedication to the craft that they can lose fucking more than some people are making in a year, and still be able to pull out of it and keep it going and stuff like that.
If you're a battle rapper, bring 5 people to your battle. Just fucking bring. There's 5 people. You know 5 people in the world.
Yeah.
Bring them to the fucking battle, man. It'll make all the difference. It's seriously 5 tickets at $15 is $75. There's 16 battlers on that card. You're looking at $1,200-$1,300 just from them bringing their people. Then you got all your normal people that come just from battle rap. You could generate $2,000 just from the door at a small event, just from local people bringing 5 people each on the thing, right? So it's like, it can be done, but the problem with battle rappers are they're fucking
shitty people.
I'm not even battle rappers. Rappers are the worst, man. Fucking even when we were making music, man.
They're friends with the people who go to the events already.
We spend all our time writing bars about other men in our basements. Like, it's like, we don't have no time to make friends. Who's coming to the event?
Word.
No, I mean, I actually sell quite a bit of tickets usually. I usually hover around like 15 tickets that I sell per event.
See, like, sometimes I'll sell really decently, and then sometimes I'll get like 3 or 4, but I'm always able to get like 2 to 4 people to come out.
Yeah.
Like, man, fucking people who just rock with it, right? But
it's definitely something we need to push.
Yeah.
Just bring people out. And back to roasting season is so good that like 30 people that have never been to an event before.
Yeah, just people like Mongers just brought like this group of girls from his school that he goes to, and like they had never been to an event before, so that was dope. And then Fibs brought a few people, and then Mick had a bunch of people there and shit. So it was good to see some people bring some people out for sure. It's fucking I don't know, man. Like, I've always had people that want to watch me battle, really. I don't know. It's just like, usually,
I had people who, like, I have, but they we all got kids and shit right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I find, I'm lucky, man. I'm surrounded by people at work, and as the fucking, like, I deal with all the trades, right?
So you just tell them.
I tell them all the
you
time.
gotta come to these battles.
Yeah, I collect a lot of people from fucking work, and some they come for a little while, and then they go and do their own thing, and I've already collected a couple more people. That's how I keep that. Like, you gotta keep a steady flow, because like eventually, Like nobody can dedicate
years
to their life to something if it's not their thing, right? Like
Yeah.
my buddies are like, yo, it's dope you're still doing this, but like I'm doing baseball that day, right? Like, it's like, I get that.
Everyone's good.
Yeah, I've came for 5 years straight. Man. Like, you're still trash. you're not doing nothing. It's like, yeah. No, yeah, but like I'm fucking Mick and Dan and those guys, I am like so lucky to have those guys because they'll travel anywhere with me. You've seen in Kelowna and shit, like they're fucking following me.
Mick had a broken foot, he drove you up.
Yeah, he drove me up there still. Like
I didn't want StevieP to not make his battle.
Yeah, like
dog, you gotta go to a hospital first of all. But like
me and him for the 5 years sold like 28 tickets altogether. Like we fucking he's good.
That's huge, man.
He's always out there trying to get his friends and people out to watch events. He just loves the fucking battle rap, man.
So those are the people we need.
We need like more of those guys for sure.
Yeah, people. Yep. But yeah, that's my whole fucking goal here in the future is to make the events. Get it back to like the Peacock, because when we were at the Peacock, we had like over 100 people every fucking event.
That place bumped. It was packed.
Yeah,
it was a good fucking venue. What we need is just a venue.
Yeah, well, we got that venue just down the road from the Peacock, but I'm hoping it works out.
Fuck yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right, man. Does anybody fucking any last thoughts?
Any last thoughts?
Not really.
Well,
fucking
colonies. It's not that you're trash, it's just that you're boring.
But we gotta take you out because we're taking out the trash and you actually are trash. Don't listen to him, you're trash and boring. Get better. I fucking hate everybody.
Thanks, Steve.
That's my last note.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.